Hey everyone, today I'm going to talk about how to prepare for that first meeting with your buyer. It's so important to have a meeting with the buyer. I know the first time you're going to meet them might be at the first home they call and hey, I want to look at this house and things like that. But it's so important, even after that first time to meet them, that we sit down with them and kind of go over the process of the whole buying step by step. So now what I do is I just buy these little simple 2-pocket folders from Walmart, Target, Office Depot, wherever you find them on sale. Or you can also order some of these nice fancy ones. These I usually use more for my seller's presentation, only because I know that they look a little more shiny and professional for that seller to make that um, nice impact. So basically, and then I create this little sticker, so I put that on the outside of the folder. When you open it on the inside, I actually have my business card here and then two sides, and I'm going to explain each side just so that you can get an idea of what is in there. Because if you do this the same routine for every single one, then the process will come a little bit easier for you, and how you approach those buyers with the more professional, hey, this girl knows what she's talking about, or this guy knows what he's talking about. All right, so on the left side, you'll see the IABS, and you'll definitely need to properly fill that out depending on who the broker is at the current time, especially in EXP. As much as we're growing, we definitely change that once in a while. Then the other little group of paperwork here I have is the general notice to the buyer, general notice and information to the buyer and sellers. This was recently updated in 2018. It used to just be for the buyers. And basically it just goes step by step on, appraisal, inspections, termination, everything a buyer needs to know about the selling process. And then at the last page, you and the buyers sign it. And then the next thing I have in there is for your protection, get a home inspection. It is so important to let them know that we're always going to look for those 3 S's in our inspection, because it's different than in the appraisal. And I'll talk about the 3 S's when we get to how to do an inspection. And so in this section here, this is the last page, is wire fraud. Now there's a lot of that going on. So EXP has their own form, but you can also use the one that's in Trek. And then you explain to the buyer, be careful if you get an email from me, hey, it's I'm not telling you, hey, send money over here. No, you call me right away and we will make sure that that's taken care of. And then at the bottom, of course, they initial and sign. And I always sign under the bottom, even though I don't really need to, but at least it's a confirmation to them that we both discussed this particular matter. Now I'm going to go over the right side of the folder, okay? On the right side of the folder is basically an information side. Everything on this side is informational. Mainly the left side is everything that needs to be signed and put in your documents, especially when you're uploading them to SkySlope with EXP. So on this side, this is basically getting to know you type paper. I do get their contact information, emails, address. At the beginning, I asked them to fill out their name as it fully appears on their driver's license, because that's the name I'm going to use when we put an offer under contract. And then here I have a wish list. So I asked them to fill out as much as information that they're looking for in a new home. And this will help set up a portal that we can use through HAR. And then the last part is getting to know you. I always want to know what is their birthdays, anniversaries, favorite teams, and around here, with the sports that we have in Houston, it's a really good little thing to kind of know when you create that little pop-by gift, when we start talking about that soon too. All right, so that's this. And then on this page is the whole process. I basically put it into an outline form. So it's 1, 2, 3. After our contract is approved or accepted, what do we do next? And so I talk to them step by step. What are the things we need to prepare for? There's also one in Breakthrough Broker that's a circular shape, so it kind of goes into the circle. We start here, and then we go down, and then so on and so on. So that's another one you can use. All right, and then this page here is just something that I got along the way from one of the, what should I say, mortgage people. Yeah, thanks. From one of the mortgage companies that I worked with, and it was a really good outline and explained everything and how it works as far as credit and minimum score and things like that. So it's just a general, if they're already pre-approved, then I don't really go over this one. But if not, then yes, I would go over it with them. And then I would also attach 3 mortgage lenders that I've worked with in the past, so that way they can reach out to them and ask questions and find out who has the lesser origination fees and so forth like that. All right, and then this next page here is, once we do get under contract, I warn, you know, hey, look, hey guys, we went under contract on this date, so as of this date, no big purchases, no opening new credit cards, no late payments. Keep everything on time, and then no withdrawing large amounts of money from the checking account or depositing, because then, you know, there'll be a lot of questions on that with trillion laws and stuff. Okay, but this is good. They can put it on the refrigerator and just say, hey, you know, reminder. So we'll see. Okay. They kind of laugh at that, and then they just kind of check it off, but they do know, and the lenders are usually good about telling them. So this last piece on the right side of the folder is the home warranty, and this I usually reach out to the reps. Like in this case, I reach out to Maury and say, hey, Maury, I'm getting my buyer's packet together. Could you send me some information? And these are very helpful because they actually go over what the home warranty covers. And this is just one example. By the time we're in contract and getting the inspections, I give them a couple more just to kind of go over and see the difference between each one and what they cover, and then let them choose, you know, who they're going to use for their home warranty. And that's another thing. I always negotiate some type of a home warranty for them during our transaction. So that was a coverage of the buyer's packet in a nutshell. I definitely want to go over it with you, and we can practice and do a little scripting to see, you know, how well you can present, and maybe any questions you might come up that you think will come up with the buyers. And that's it. And this is Tina Herrera coming at you from my office here at eXp Realty LLC. Thanks. Bye.